Welcome to Warriors Focus, where we deep dive into some of the fighters that come out of the Tiger Muay Thai Tryout. Tiger Muay Thai holds its annual tryouts as part of their annual fighter tryouts program, where aspiring fighters around the world compete for sponsored training packages at the famous gym in Phuket, Thailand. These tryouts typically include intense physical conditioning, pad work, sparring, and mental toughness challenges to determine who has the potential to train and compete at a high level. The winners of these tryouts receive full sponsorships, including accommodation training, and fight opportunities under the Tiger Muay Thai banner. This program has produced several world championship fighters in MMA and Muay Thai. In 2014, 26 fighters were a part of these tryouts, including the great George Hickman. Another fighter who happens to be an absolute legend and was one of the winners of the 2014 tryouts is the six-time UFC featherweight champion Alexander the Great Volkanovski. Let's dive into where Alex was before the tryouts, how he did during the tryouts, and what he's done after. Not only will we dive into his accomplishments as a fighter, but we'll also shine light on his accomplishments as a human being. Before Alex Volkanovski competed in the 2014 Tiger Muay Thai tryouts, he was an aspiring MMA fighter transitioning from a successful rugby league career in Australia. Volkanovski played semi-professional rugby as a front rower for the Warilla Gorillas, his local team in New South Wales. He was known for his toughness despite being shorter than most of his position. He also trained Greco-Roman wrestling during his youth and later switched to MMA, recognizing his potential in combat sports. He began competing professionally in 2012, primarily on the Australian regional circuit. By this time of the 2014 Tiger Muay Thai tryouts, Volkanovski had already built a solid foundation in MMA, but he was relatively unknown on the global stage. Winning a spot at Tiger Muay Thai in 2014 marked a significant step in his career, giving him access to world-class training and eventually leading him to UFC stardom. The Tiger Muay Thai tryouts are infamous for their grueling physical and mental challenges, and the 2014 edition was no different. Volkanovski had to prove himself through brutal conditioning drills like sandbag carries and beach sprints, Muay Thai and MMA sparring, pad work and striking drills, and mental toughness skills where people were pushed to their exhaustion. In his tryouts, Volkanovski actually lost in the finals of the grappling tournament against the great George Hickman in the tryouts, but he won the coaches over with his heart. Despite being shorter than most of his competitors and coming from a rugby background, Volkanovski's relentless work ethic, toughness, and pressure-based fighting style caught the coach's attention. His ability to push through exhaustion, adapt, and dominate sparring sessions helped him secure a coveted spot on the Tiger Muay Thai fight team. Training at Tiger Muay Thai exposed Volk to world-class coaches, elite sparring partners, and a higher level of competition. He refined his striking, clinch work, and overall MMA game, setting the foundation for his UFC success. This experience gave him confidence and exposure, helping him land bigger fights in regional promotions before securing a UFC contract. Looking back, Volkanovski has mentioned the 2014 tryouts as one of the toughest experiences in his career. However, it prepared him mentally and physically for the grind of becoming a world champion. Who knew that these mental toughness drills in 2014 helped him escape one of the tightest guillotines and triangles in history to retain his featherweight title against Brian Ortega 7 years later? Now, where did life take Volk after he won the scholarship in 2014? Following the tryouts, he continued training at Tiger Muay Thai and competing in Australian MMA promotions. He became a multi-division champion in regional promotions like PXC and AFC. He built an impressive 13-1 record before getting the call to the UFC. In 2016, Volkanovski debuted at UFC Fight Night 101 in Melbourne, securing a TKO victory. He then climbed the rankings with key wins over Chad Mendes, Jose Aldo, and ended up defeating Max Holloway at UFC 245 to become the undisputed UFC featherweight champion. He had 2 title defenses against Max Holloway, Brian Ortega, Chan Sung Jung, and Yair Rodriguez, and he cemented his legacy in their trilogy against Max Holloway, solidifying himself as arguably the greatest featherweight of all time. Beating Max Holloway so badly helped earn Volkanovski the spot as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. In 2023, Volkanovski had one of the best walkouts in history in Perth at UFC 284. He moved up to lightweight and he lost a super close decision to Islam Makhachev for the lightweight belt. He showed his warrior spirit and came back and beat up Yair Rodriguez in his featherweight unification title fight. After losing another fight to Islam Makhachev and getting knocked out by Ilia Topuria, Alexander Volkanovski looks to regain his title and become a two-time UFC featherweight champion when he headlines UFC 314 against Diego Lopez in Miami. If Volkanovski beats Diego Lopez, do we have permission to change his name for Alexander the Great to Alexander the Greatest? Volk was never the biggest, never the strongest, but he always had the most heart. He's someone who used to be booed by fans for beating Max Holloway. Now he's a people's champ and won over the public by being himself. He's one of the most beloved people in the world, and he did it in the Muay Thai spirit. Hard work, being genuine, and being respectful. Outside of fighting, Volkanovski is actively engaged in various charitable endeavors. He's a father of 3 girls, a loving husband, and he's always given back to the community. Here are some of the cool things he's done to make the world a better place. He participated in Movember to help raise awareness for men's mental health issues, prostate cancer, testicular cancer, and mental health. He pledged to grow a mustache throughout November and aimed to raise $5,000. Along with that, he supported the local youth through literature. In order to inspire young athletes, Volkanovski collaborated on the Alexander the Great book project. These books were donated to the Group 7 Rugby League junior clubs, aiming to motivate and educate young players. Along with that, Volkanovski, alongside other athletes, helped raise $10,000 for Charity Bounce, an organization focused on inspiring positive change for disadvantaged individuals through sports. Through these initiatives, Volkanovski used his platform in a positive way to help make a positive change in society. He's a loving husband, a loving father, a great community man, a super chill guy, and most importantly, a champion in life. Volkanovski also inspired people by speaking about his own mental health struggles and what he did to get over them. Alexander Volkanovski started at Tiger Muay Thai, and that played a huge role. But Volkanovski's destiny was always to be successful. He has the heart like no other, and the MMA community is so grateful for him. This channel is brought to you by Charles Energy Johnson, UFC flyweight and former Tiger Muay Thai Tryouts winner from 2019. Thank you so much for watching this video. Who would you like to see next?